825 turns into 975. So I was only off by a quarter.
I turned
Not
on
bad.
DoorDash today. I thought I was deactivated. Woo! Welcome back to the channel, guys. Look, no ride along today. Today we're gonna have a different kind of video. But I got an important topic that I want to discuss with you guys. So stick around for me. So today I want to talk about Top Dasher. Everybody know what time it is. It's the end of the month. You got to get them ratings up in order to get that Top Dasher status for the next month. And is it even worth it going for Top Dasher? Do you need Top Dasher? Well, that's a question you can only answer for yourself. Me personally, I don't need Top Dasher. The way I work the gig apps in my market, I don't like to give any one gig app too much time. That's what works for me. You have to figure out what works for you in your market. If you ask me, I say Top Dasher is a great benefit to someone who needs the ability to dash anytime. You supposedly gonna get prioritized on higher paying orders and better orders, and you even see orders when it's slow. It's a lot of perks to Top Dasher, but it's also a lot that you have to do in order to hit that requirement. Well, hey trader, what do you gotta do to hit Top Dasher? First and foremost, you gotta have a 95% completion rate. That's not too hard. You know, if you accept an order, it should meet your requirements. And if it does, we should be completing 95% of those off top if we're trying to make this money. But I get it. Sometimes for whatever reason, it could dip a little bit lower. That's okay. We can work on that. On-time delivery, look, another one. You shouldn't really have no problems with this, because if you picking up the orders and you dropping them off, they give you plenty of wiggle room. So you should be in the green on those two metrics for sure. But let's talk about the other two, the customer rating and the acceptance rate. Well, the customer rating is kind of funny because the customer actually has to give you a rating in order for your ratings to update. So a lot of folks may be sitting in a situation where they're not getting any new bad ratings, but they also not getting no good ones. So it may stay the same. May hinder you from being able to get that Top Dasher status. And then on the flip side, you got the acceptance rate. The acceptance rate has to be at 70% by the end of the month. But there's a caveat to that. When I say the end of the month, I don't mean the very last day of the month. If the month has 31 days, look, this is my rule of thumb when it comes to your acceptance rate for Top Dasher. Get your acceptance rate where you need it to be 2 days before the month ends. That way, if DoorDash decides to freeze your ratings, you won't have any issues. Now, who is this beeping their horn messing up my video? Let's get right back to it. Look, if you can achieve those ratings before the end of the month, you will be granted Top Dasher status for the next month. What I see happening every single month on the DoorDash platform is the orders drop up at the end of the month because everybody who needs that Top Dasher status, they go for it. They taking every single order. They trying to get a certain amount done, either to raise that acceptance rate or raise that completion rate, because those are usually the two that's gonna hold you back from reaching that goal. Now, if you're trying to go for Top Dasher and you're having a hard time, I got a slight solution for you. You may have heard it before, but I'm gonna tell you again. What you can do is, instead of investing all that time every single month, at the end of the month trying to attain Top Dasher status, you can take 1 to 2 hours out of each day throughout the month and give another gig app some of your time. That way, you can begin to regain your flexibility in the gig economy. Keep on beeping that horn. Please, just keep on beeping it. Jeez. The more freedom and flexibility you have across all gig apps, the better you're gonna be. A lot of folks say they only like to use one app. Look, I get it. It's easier, it's less headache, but it's also more restrictive. I turned on DoorDash today. I thought I was deactivated. The DoorDash Dasher app was down in my area, and I didn't know. I thought I was deactivated. Now, before I freaked out, I should have did my due diligence and checked my email, checked everything, make sure I didn't get any notifications, which I didn't. But I got a little scared. I said, oh man, I can't go out and make no money on DoorDash. But in the back of my head, I'm knowing hey, I could turn on Uber Eats. I could turn on Walmart Spark. I could turn on Roadie, Shipt, Instacart. So even though it was, something I didn't want to see when I turned that DoorDash app on, I was already prepared for what possibly might happen. So this is my message to you guys today. If you take nothing else from what we're talking about right now, have a backup plan. Have a backup plan, not only if you don't want to do as much DoorDash or you don't want to be held down by all the restrictions and parameters they put you under. Give a little bit of time to a different app. If you need that top dasher, right, to achieve your goals monetarily throughout the month easier, or
I saw this on the side of the road, got an accident. Gotta make sure you be safe out there. Now, I know this video is about top dasher, but it's important that we also be safe out there, because a lot of times you might do things you wouldn't normally do trying to get that top dasher status. Luckily, we got emergency personnel right there ready to go, but make sure you're being safe out there, guys. So, for example, I'm walking into Walmart right now. I just got me a $19 3-mile shop and deliver. And it was getting slow on DoorDash. It's an accident down the street. I think I got that in the clip before this. Car accident, making the traffic on the road. So now it's making it harder to do food delivery, especially down there towards the hospital. So now we get to make money a different way, not depending on Top Dasher. So funny, this video started out about Top Dasher, and now I'm doing a Walmart Spark order. Look, 19 bucks, 3 miles, took me 5 minutes to shop those items. Do what works. Do what works for you, guys. I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. All I got to say is, look, whatever you're doing, make sure you're making that money and don't be out there wasting your time and wasting your miles. And for me, Top Dasher is a lot of wasted time and wasted miles, and I'm just not with that. I can't sacrifice right now to try to get a reward later, like not when it comes to food delivery and the gig economy. But look, don't let that deter you. If you want to go for Top Dasher, do your thing. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, understand that if that's something you want to do, go for it. But there's some things that you have to do to maintain that. And if you're willing to do that and it works for you, you making that money, that's really the only thing that matters. 9 items total on this one, and we already got 5, 6 of them. 3 more. So we got that Walmart Spark order dropped off nice and easy. And I was like, okay, I'm by a few merchants. Let me go ahead, pop on DoorDash and see if they want to throw me something nice. And they did. We got a pasta house order right here, guys. And I think it might be a large order because it's in a real big old bag. Going over here to these rich little mansions right over here. And we finna go ahead and drop this one off in real time. Now, this order came in with a plus sign on it. And that lets us know that it's gonna be some additional earnings on the order. So it's great that we don't have to guess if it's gonna go up. We know it's gonna go up. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip out there. If you're new to the DoorDash platform, if you see that plus sign and you're picking up from some place, say like McDonald's, it may not go up too much depending on how much the customer order, because typically the customers are only gonna be so big coming out of McDonald's, except for certain special situations. But then you have other merchants like Pasta House and like Bella Milano and Ruth Chris and higher dollar restaurants, not merchants, fast food delivery, but straight up restaurants. And from those places, when you get a big bag of food, you know it's a little bit of money on there. So let's see, what do you guys think this $8.25 order going 3 miles down the road, what do you think the hidden tip is going to be? I think it's going to just be an even 10 bucks. So I think DoorDash is hiding, $1.75. We're going to drop this thing off in real time. We're pulling up to our delivery destination right now. Let's go ahead. So I wasn't able to drop it off in real time. That was a hand-to-me customer, and I don't want to share any of their private information. But let's go ahead and pull over now that we've got it handed and see how much this order comes out to. Alrighty, delivery complete. $8.25 turns into $9.75. So I was only off by a quarter. Not bad. Now we're gonna see what we get next. Those 2 orders right there put me at an additional 27 bucks on the night. No, actually 28. Let's go. Very next offer, we got $6.50 for 11.3 miles. See, the pizza bag program don't always help you. Sometimes they send you stuff like this, and I don't gamble on cash tips, so that's gonna be a decline for me. So if you made it this far in the video, do me a favor. Leave me a like and a subscribe, and guess what? They just sent me $7.75 for what's that, 3.7 in McDonald's? I'm taking it. If you taking that order, hit that subscribe button for me, and I'll catch you in the next one. You gotta see it to believe it. My man straight on a motorcycle in the rain. Look at him. On a motorcycle in the rain, running red lights. He don't care about nothing.